Hey guys, Asher from CustomROM and welcome to my full review of the Smartisan OS. So the Smartisan OS is a very popular thing in China right now. It was just announced. It is basically a custom ROM as of now. Right now, a pre-alpha version has been released for the Samsung Galaxy S3 i9300. It will also be coming to other devices like the Galaxy Note 2, S2, the HTC One X and the Xiaomi Phone 2. Smartisan's plan is to test the OS out as a custom ROM for various devices before using it on their own hardware later next year. Keep in mind that though it's called the Smartisan OS, it is basically a skin on top of Android. It is built on top of Android. So let's go ahead and take a look at what Smartisan OS is all about. So the first thing we notice here is that everything is in the form of tiles. There are no square icons. So basically you've got 9 icons over here per page, and that's how it is. So hitting the menu button or pinching gives you a list of up to 36 icons this way. This is on a 720p display on the Galaxy S3. On full HD devices you will be getting 3 of these pages, so that's 9 by 9, 81 icons visible. So what's different here is that you can rearrange icons right from here. So just tap and hold the camera icon over here. You can pick it up and drop it in a different page. Again, keep in mind, Smartisan OS does not come with an app drawer. It's like MIUI or more like the iPhone's iOS. So now if you say you want to move multiple icons, all you need to do is just hit this settings button over here. Select all the apps that you want to move and just tap and hold one of these and you can move it to a new page. So it makes sorting a lot easier. You can also lock a certain page to hide certain apps that you don't want people to see, or maybe it's just bloatware that you want to hide. You can just hide it by tapping this. So as you can see, my second page is totally hidden. Now going back, as you can see, it's not visible anymore. You can just turn it back on without a password, but if you want to set a password, you can do that as well. So I've got 1 2 3 4 back on. You can just hide it by tapping this without a password. You can also switch entire pages by just tapping and holding the bar over here and just moving pages. So by default you've got 3 icons over here in the dock. You can add a 4th one to it as well. However, you cannot change the grid size over here. It's going to remain 3 by 3. And if you want to uninstall something, you can just tap it and bring it to this pipe over here. It's a system app, cannot be uninstalled. Non-system apps can be uninstalled this way. So now let's quickly take a look at the settings menu. Before that, the notification bar. So you've got your normal notifications over here. This is Android 4.2.2's toggles. And you also have quick access to your brightness controls. Talking about brightness controls, hitting the volume rocker gives you not only the volume controls over here, but access to the brightness slider as well. So let's quickly jump into settings. So as you can see, the transitions are a little different from what you see in Android usually. I really like it. Again, this is a pre-alpha release that I'm using, so it is going to be a little laggy. So you've got your regular airplane mode, Wi-Fi, cellular data, location access, Bluetooth, auto rotation. One thing that was shown in the presentation is that you can change the orientation anytime by just swiping 2 fingers. I wasn't able to get it working with the pre-alpha release, just letting you guys know. And you can also select the wallpaper for the lock screen and the application icons. As you can see, when you see over here, all the icons are different. This is not the regular Play Store icon that you see. These are icons that have been designed by Smartisan themselves. So, okay, let's just quickly go back to settings. Again, guys, this is how Smartisan handles multitasking. So you can just close it by hitting the X or hit this to close everything. So let's quickly go back to settings. All right, as you can see, it's a pre-alpha. It took quite a few taps to get back to settings. Over here you can choose between the existing icons that for the Play Store or any other app that you have installed or Smartisan's own icons. So if the icon is designed by a specific person, that is also indicated over here. You can tap it and see who designed it and so on. So you've got choices. Choice is always a good thing. So that's the wallpaper and application icons, and then you've got your brightness controls. Smartisan actually held an event to demonstrate the Smartisan OS, and they also mentioned that they've played around with the auto screen brightness settings, so it is supposed to be better than what Android usually, than the algorithms used by Android itself. I've not personally seen any difference, but just letting you guys know. You've got your notification center options where you can choose to not receive notifications from certain apps. So this will be especially useful where, certain games or certain apps, free apps, keep pushing you some notifications. You can always turn them off with this. And then you've got your contacts options, just syncing profiles, nothing specific, nothing special there. Your phone options, again, nothing special. Messages, you can turn MMS messaging on or off, send reports, allow cancel during sending. I'll get to that in a bit. And message pop-up mode, we'll get to both of these in a bit. So guys, say we are in the messaging app. Let me just send a test message out to myself now. So that's test, say I misspell it, rest, and I send it. I've got some time to cancel it. So this is just a delay, a manual delay set by Smartisan OS before you actually send the message. And it's pretty useful because, there are times when we end up typing something, autocorrect does something, or something is wrong. We want to just cancel the message and we can't. I like this option. So let me just send it right now. Test. And there you see it. I get a pop-up here. So right now I can go ahead, reply to it right from here. I don't need to go back into the messages app. If I want to call the person who sent me the message, I can hit this to call them. I can trash the message right from here, or I can close it. Here you have password and lock screen settings. So over here you can set the app lock password, the one we just saw, the 1234 that I had set. You've got your regular screen lock options, pattern password, simple password, complex password. Going back, owner information to display on the lock screen. So how is the lock screen? So this is the lock screen. All right, you just need to drag from below. You've got a background for the lock screen. You can just drag this up to unlock, or you can drag this to jump directly to the dialer. Jump directly to messages, jump directly to the camera. So again guys, in the presentation, the way they showed it was every time you unlock using the power button, if you don't have a password set, it unlocks for you, as in it automatically drags up and slides up, puts you through to the home screen. And every time you unlock using the physical button over here, it just unlocks. The whole idea behind it is if you're unlocking just to check your time or something, you unlock with your physical home button so that it just shows it and goes off. If you're actually unlocking the phone to use it, no point in having to manually slide it up. But this hasn't made it through to the pre-alpha, so just letting you guys know again. You've got the obsession mode, so you can hide the icon label over here, and you can also hide icon badges. Icon label, it's just, I showed you that it was hidden. I'm just going to turn it on to show you how that looks like. The icon badge is the superscript, as in the number of messages you received or emails you've received and so on. And you can also swipe to clean the superscripts. I'll just show you that in a minute here. Another thing I really like about Smartisan OS is that language options are right here. So when I first installed this ROM, everything was in Chinese. I couldn't figure anything out, and I didn't have another device running something in English to compare it to. So here we go into settings, and you just go down and you see something that relates to languages. Tapped it, and poof, here was I could select English, and everything turned to English. And so guys, just to give you an example, I'm gonna call myself here from my home phone. So this is how it is when you receive a call. There is an example of a note. When you add a note to a particular contact, it shows up over here, and you can just drag it down to accept the call or drag up to reject it. All right. So guys, I just missed a call from myself. So as you can see, that's the superscript that I was talking about. You can just clear it off by just swiping. There you see. So this works with your email notifications, your unread messages, superscript, and whatever other app might use it. So let's take a quick look at some of the apps that have been changed over here. So this is your phone, the standard dialer, nothing special over here. You've got your recents, you've got contacts, favorites, and the keypad. Let's talk a little bit about the contacts. So this is again something that I really like. You can just tap on a person's face over here. You can call them from here, text them, add them to favorites, assign a ringtone, and edit the contact image. So again, this is something again pre-alpha. So this is taking a photo, and this is choosing from the gallery. I guess it's still in Chinese. So yeah, it's pretty much that's what it is. So again, I like the ease with which we are able to do this. So let me just quickly go to my test contact. As you can see, it is not really fluid over here. So once you go into the contact, again, you've got the most common options: call, text, and add to favorites, share contact via text, via VCF. Hitting on the edit button gives you a lot more options. And here is where you can add a note. So that's that. So you can also scroll this way between letters. Tap over here and you get contacts by location. Again, pre-alpha, so not yet working, not yet optimized for English. Frequency, date added. So these are different ways to sort it. If you don't want to use it, just go back to your normal search. You also have a file manager, just your standard file manager, nothing special there. You've got a clock. The background is black when it's the night. It's currently 1:20 a.m. so it's black for night and white for day. You've got your alarm, and then you have the stopwatch. You can just pull this to start it. For laps, the reset button does not work when it's running, so you're not going to accidentally reset stuff. So you can just keep checking laps and just scroll down to check stuff, and you can just stop it again. And now the lap button doesn't work. It's the reset switch that works. So pretty sweet. And you've got a timer as well. Standard calculator. Calendar. Music player. So again, pretty simple. You've got your songs, playlists, albums, artists. Your pretty standard options. The gallery, again, pretty standard. The camera interface has also been revamped with Smartisan OS. So let me quickly launch the camera. So with the front-facing camera, we now have a narcissist option. That's what they decided to call it. So tapping on it, it actually saves a mirrored image. So, you know, the kind of image that you're used to seeing in the mirror. That's the whole idea. Normal image and mirror image. So that's that. You've got a separate button for video recording and one for taking photos and switching. What I like about the rear camera here in this interface is that, okay, let me quickly start a video. Okay, when you record, you also see that it's blinking. So it also warns you about the orientation. All right, what I like is you start recording it without turning on flash. Halfway through recording, you can turn on flash. This is something only HTC allows on its own, and Smartisan did not even include this in their presentation, but this is something big for me. I really like this fact. This is something I've been praising HTC in every one of the HTC reviews that I've done. And again, while you're taking a photo, you can select which is the direction, which is up. So even though you might not be in the perfect position, as in you may be laying down or something, but you still get to choose which is up. So again, something I like about the camera. And again, for those curious, this is Android 4.2.2. Just to show you about phone, that's Android 4.2.2. So guys, these are the major features that I've noticed with the Smartisan OS. I in fact went through a 2-hour Chinese video of the presentation with English subtitles to make sure that I didn't miss anything. So if you guys think that I've missed something with this review, let me know in the comments below. And okay, as far as final thoughts go, again, since I've mentioned it multiple times in this review, this is a pre-alpha version that I'm working with. But from what I'm seeing right now, the first thing that came to my mind when I saw this custom ROM is that it was uninspired. There was nothing special about it. But the more I've used it, I've been using it for a day now, I kind of like a lot of subtle tweaks that have gone into it, right from the contacts to the camera. There are quite a lot of subtle tweaks, and I kind of like it. And well, Smartisan might be onto something here. If you guys have a Samsung Galaxy S3 and want to check this out, click on the link that pops up right here, and that will take you to my tutorial on how to flash the Smartisan OS onto your Samsung Galaxy S3. Remember, you need to have root and a custom recovery for this. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to share, hit the like button, stay subscribed. I will be coming out with more videos for anything and everything Android. So that's it for now. Thanks a lot for watching. If you guys have any video requests for me, or if you just want to stay updated on my latest videos and updates, feel free to hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, or Google+. All my contact details are in the description. So once again, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys soon with another video. Till then, it's Ash here from CustomROM signing off. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye now.